We got a new thing to check now, every time. Did we start the timer? Did we start the video recording? Of all the things, of all the little anxieties that could pile up, not doing anything to lighten the load for myself. Anyways, hey, we're back. We're dungeon meshying. We're meshying all over this dungeon. I'm happy with this, so I think it's time to start thinking about background with the food. Delicious meshies. Something I am going to do. I do kind of want to make a stronger delineation between the background and the character images. So I'm going to do this. Yeah, you know, I actually like that a lot. This is really going to be cool when it's done. I'm starting to feel, I believe that speaking to your anxiety and talking about it is a good way to exercise yourself of it in a lot of cases. Not always. But I talked about this at the beginning of this series. And this is my longest series at this point. But I talked about this back at the beginning of the series, about looking at something and saying, wow, this is the greatest thing. This will be the greatest thing I have ever done. And then you get to the end of it and you go, that is fine, I guess. So like, oh, I don't want that to happen. Just as it's looking good and it's feeling good to work on, and I'm a little concerned that I'm gonna be disappointed when I get to the end of it. But hey, what are you gonna do? All right, so I'm gonna do a colored ink. Not a real colored ink, but a fake colored ink. I don't know what you're saying. You're saying, Brendan, what's a fake colored ink? And a fake colored ink is when you use black, but you turn the layer color to something else. I'm actually going to make it even more obvious. We're going to make pink. And the reason I do this is to avoid accidentally drawing on my other layer. Because at the end of this, I am going to do a different color of ink for the food in the background than I am for the characters in the foreground. So, I don't want to make the mistake that I have made many times in the past, which is to accidentally draw on the wrong layer, right? Lots of opportunities to mess up. I don't want to go too heavy with the ink in a lot of cases on the food layers, because a lot of what I'm going to do with that is going to carry through the color. So I want to kind of leave a lot of open white space for the color to be able to do its job. And in all actuality, I'm probably going to need to open up my food reference image again so that I can remember what some of these things are supposed to look like. Because it's been a while since I actually looked at that. Sometimes I forget that there's supposed to be an educational aspect to this program. Maybe you didn't even know that. Yeah, I'm trying to help you out. I think that learning how to do art yourself from scratch is very cool. And not just because I did it. I don't know, there's a... I guess mostly it's because it's like I shared a similar experience, and that's why I admire it, because I know, I know what it takes, and I know the effort that goes into it. Which is not to say that people who had had training worked any less hard. It's just I don't really know what that experience was like, but I do know what the self-taught experience is like. And the road is long. I don't know. Are you a self-taught artist? Did you go to art school? What was your experience? Tell me about it in the comments. There's really no right way to come into doing art. There's a myriad of different paths you can take to get into doing art, but I don't think that any one of them is right or wrong. And of course, when I say art, I mean actual art. I mean human work. AI is not a way to get into art. Yeah. In order to get into art, what you create must be art, and it must be created by you. I don't know if you've heard about the monkey that sued for copyright. But it's a really interesting story, and it's there's a performative aspect to it, because obviously a monkey didn't actually file a lawsuit. I think PETA filed a lawsuit on behalf of a monkey. But the monkey won, is the end of the story. There's a photographer a wildlife photographer who did this project where they took a camera and they set it up in an area with monkeys, and then they left. And essentially it was like, what are the monkeys going to do with this camera? And a monkey took a a photo of itself. And it's a great photo. Lovely monkey. But the lawsuit contends that the monkey, since the monkey took the photo belongs to the monkey. Which is my secondary. Whenever I have luckily not had to have that many arguments about AI. Because I hate modern debate culture is got nothing to do with debating. Everybody has their opinions that are set in stone and they can't be talked out of it. And the AI arguments are like just deliberately obtuse. But it's very cut and dry, right? AI steals images from people who made them and recombines them into theft casseroles, essentially. And I've heard, what about, how's that any different from a collage? And it's like, it is. It really is, because, and human intention is kind of the difference. I'm not gonna dive into all of this right now, because that could be like an hours and hours video. But thinking about the monkey, there's an argument against, even aside from the legal and ethical ramifications of AI and how it is a tool for theft. If you have a photo, anything that is created by AI, you didn't do it. The computer did it. So even if it was not theft, you didn't do it. You don't own it. The computer owns it. It's like Star Trek. Mr. Data makes a painting. That's his. He's an artificial life form, but he created something with intent because he's sentient. And artificial intelligence, and as we know it, is not sentient as far as I know. Yet. I know that humans have a tendency to write off any kind of intelligence that is not instantly recognizable as human intelligence. But, Mr. Data makes a painting, and it's his because he's a sentient being, and he had artistic intent, and he created something. Anyways, I let this ball roll far too far. I don't really want to talk about AI ever. Don't talk to me about AI. I'm not interested in it. It's the world's dullest subject. And it's just one of those things that I get angry about and then I start ranting about, and then, nothing is really gained from it. So I guess the lesson here is spend your time enjoying the things you love and not dwelling on the things that you hate. I have to spend a lot of time on the color with this, making the foodstuffs look good. There's a lot of things in this particular piece to challenge me. I wanted to develop some new skills. Boy, howdy. Am I going to get the opportunity to do that? Alright, so let me show you what I'm going to do here. I put both ink layers in a folder so that I can use the select tool to select over both of them. Got a couple of areas where I didn't close off properly, so it's better than I usually do. Cool. All right, now. Just a couple of spots. Commit to it. Woo! Neat. Lots of fun. This is looking good. Gonna have a lot of work to do with the color on the food, and a lot to do with the. It's a lot of cases where steam needs to be coming off of it. And I'm going to do that at the color stage. But I'm very excited with how this is coming along. And now we get to tone the characters, which is always fun. So, stick around with the plug. I'll catch you next time. Take care. Hey, thanks for watching today's video. If you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. If you're learning to draw, you know somebody else who's learning to draw and might get something out of this, maybe suggest the video to a friend. That always helps me out a lot. Hey, if you're looking to contribute financially to this whole situation, check out my Ko-fi page or my Substack, link in the description. I got a free newsletter on the Substack that you can follow to catch up with anything that I might be doing, including videos, comics, illustrations, etc. There's also going to be membership tiers where you can get access to exclusive video series like Drawing Through Dragon Ball, or to my Leaded Pulp comic magazine, which is coming out for its first issue in July. So hey, check out these things, and I'll see you next time.